before. Penn, more Paul, Teller, more Ben.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think our
so,
audience would agree with that.
as people have learned before, who have listened to the podcast, I am having a colonoscopy on
The
March
show.
19th. Yes. March 19th is one of the times where we normally would be recording the show. Uh, we have gotten the impression that my doctor is not going to be interested in me doing the podcast from the catcher's position, as the case may be. And therefore, we are doing two recordings. This is
Two.
the first recording
Episode 525.
back to back. Are we banking episodes? The fans ask. Yes, we're banking episodes. But
I said 525. This is actually 524, but maybe I'll make it 525.
depending on how I'm feeling, Ben,
Yeah, because what time during the day is your colonoscopy?
it's at 10:15.
So, well before we record.
Yes. But who knows what I'm not allowed to drive myself
No.
from the place. Also, all right, so the day before Wednesday, I have to be on an all liquid diet.
Yes.
Okay, so the Monday before, um, the no fiber diet,
No
and then
fiber.
the Wednesday before, it's all liquids, and then
And because these liquids have an important purpose, don't they?
well, well then, for nourishing my body without adding anything to my canal, as it were.
for your
Um,
for your canaloscopy.
and then here's the other thing that's fun.
Canaloscopy.
The midnight of the day. Oh, okay. So, um, the midnight of that day. Sorry. At 5 p.m. that day, I drink from 5 to 7. I drink something that is a massive what do you call that thing?
Diuretic.
Yes. Well, a diuretic makes you pee, right? This is something that makes you poop. So laxative. There we go.
Laxative.
Maximum laxative, max lax. Uh, and then I do it again from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.
You have to get up and like chug a quart of something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then but starting at midnight, no more food or drink. Now it's funny because when I say no more food or drink, then have I been eating food at that time? No. Just no more clear liquids, only and no red or purple uh Jello. I have to have lime Jello only, which is my favorite Jello. So I'm not worried about that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I have heard that the actual procedure itself is not that bad. It's the prep that
yes.
is the annoying part.
Jennifer said it's funny to find out that I'm going to die from colon cancer because I'm never going to do this. Um, have I read the diets already? It seems like something I would do.
Have you read the what?
The what the no fiber diet is and what the clear liquid
I don't
diet
know.
is.
Have you?
I don't know either, but I will tell you this. I got a call from the hospital that said, "Hey, all that stuff that you got sent through the app, don't use it because it's wrong."
Cool. Thanks, hospital.
Yeah, I was like, "Thank you." But anyway, it's fun enough that I might. Is this it? No. Wait, yes. Wait, no. No, that's a different thing. Okay. Um, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Just Jello, broth, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anything clear, I can drink it. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to go shopping to prep for that. I'm the same thing with the no fiber diet. That's going to be fun. But the other diet that I'm on forever now
Right.
um,
No
is going pretty
carbs,
well.
no sugars.
Yep, no carb, no sugars. I've lost 10 pounds within, well, let's see. I have my papers. These are the other papers. I lost 10 pounds in from the 23rd to now is what?
Oh, the 23rd of February.
February.
25 days.
So 10 pounds in 25 days? That's healthy.
No. 20 days.
20 days. 10 pounds in 20 days? That's still relatively healthy.
Not bad. It's a
Um,
healthy decline. It's not. It doesn't feel too rapid. Two
yeah,
pounds a
that's what I
day
was worried
seems
about.
reasonable. Or
Yeah,
half pound.
so
Sorry, half pound a day.
yeah. Um, and I don't know how long how far down it's going to take me. So I haven't bought any of the stuff that I was thinking about buying, which is a whole bunch of stuntman gear.
Stuntman gear.
Yeah, like a padded butt thing and padded knees and padded elbows and stuff. Because I like the idea of being able to fall down and not get hurt.
And you think that when you lose the weight, you're going to injure yourself more when you fall down?
Well, here's uh, probably I won't, but here's the thing. Being fat has been nice because I don't get cold
Right.
and I don't get, I've got a lot of body mass and stuff. So I am a little bit worried about losing that because it's not like my gut's going to go away. What goes away first are my arm and leg muscles. Because I've done this before, remember?
And that's what
Uh,
happened? Your arm and your
that's what
leg
happened.
muscles left?
Arm and leg muscles first. Yep. They get real skinny. And then my wedding ring falls off whenever I do this with my hand.
So don't do that.
Yeah. Hey, Doc. No. So,
I had a
yeah.
dentist appointment this morning.
What time did you have your dentist appointment, Ben?
It was at 2:30.
No, was it?
Actually, no, it was at noon.
Okay.
It
Have
was
I
at
told you?
it's time
Have
for
I,
my dentist appointment o'clock.
have I told you about the sketch that I wanted to write
No.
for you and me that never happened?
There's a few of
Uh,
those.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But this one is it's me. It's a video. It's a video. It's me and all these other people. I'm like, oh, 2:30, time to go to the dentist. And this relies on you. This is the thing. Everyone in Annex that we can get to do it. It's me and them, and I'm like, oh, 2:30, time to go to the dentist, and so on and so forth. And then we cut to you and me, and you're in a white coat with your arms folded. You say, you've missed every single one of our appointments. I think it's funny. But it never happened.
Paul, when was the last time you went to the dentist?
Um, a
Do
little
you,
while ago, I got a full head X-ray because I'm getting. Oh, this is the thing. In April, I am getting a new bridge. Because I'm gullible. No. So I have a bridge on this side of my mouth, this part of my lower jaw.
yeah.
I'm going to get one on this side of my mouth next.
Are they pulling that
Are
tooth?
Yeah, they're pulling that too. It's bad, but it's been bad for so long it doesn't hurt me. And
You've You've
And I
crossed to the other side.
I said that to Dennis. He's like, yeah, so that's not good. It used to hurt all the time. Now it doesn't hurt at
But
all.
your body's just gotten used to it, and now,
Yeah, there's a crown on it, so
oh, they're
I'm
gonna some regime change in your tooth.
yeah, mouth. There's a regime change in my mouth, and everyone's invited. Uh, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah.
My dentist, I don't know, Paul, about yours, but my dentist, it seems like every dentist I've ever had has had a dark sense of humor. Like
Mm-hmm.
the first thing he says to me, or the first thing he says when he walks into the room after the hygienist has cleaned my teeth, he goes, "Nurse, is he gonna make it?" Every single time, and it's
Wow.
funny the first time.
Oh no, Ben. Because there can be some people who can make that funny every single time.
Yeah,
That's the cool thing about comedy.
no, he's also like trying to be funny when he's poking around in my mouth. So, and he is genuinely funny. It's just that the opening line, he says
Gotcha.
all
Yeah.
the time. But yeah, had to. What did he say today? Uh, yeah, it was just. It's actually something I think I would have said if I were a dentist in his position.
Oh yeah.
The hygienist was like, she was like trying to get something unstuck from one of my teeth. Like, I had like some plaque buildup, and she wanted him to look at it. And she's like, she said something like, my tool kept sticking when I scraped it there. And then he goes, so stop scraping there.
Ah ha ha. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So,
I like it.
my malpractice suit is coming up.
I didn't. I didn't talk. Huh, I'm wearing my malpractice suit. It just has a lot of bad. Oh, Ben.
Oh, I'm rehearsing for
Oh,
Firefly.
if either of us were, oh, I like yours, Ben. That was nice. I was going to say if I were a prop comic, there would just be a whole bunch of notes of bad medical advice, and I would be like, "What do you think of my malpractice suit?" And that I know that because there was a guy who was a comic who was wearing overalls, and he said, "What do you think of my overall look?" Which I thought was funny.
uh,
Um,
Paul and Ben are
but
outstanding in their field.
speaking of that, Ben,
That
uh,
Ben.
I logged onto YouTube specifically so I could watch the Onion's web series Sex House.
I've not
Have
heard
you
of
seen
this.
it?
No, I haven't.
Um, do I want to ruin it for you? I ruined so many things for you on
I'm
this.
assuming it's a parody of like um Love is Blind,
Yes,
that MTV show where everybody lives in the house, Real World,
yes.
maybe The Bachelor is thrown in there.
More like a real world, whatever situation. So, it is that, and also, spoilers for Sex House. Anyone who
Oh
hasn't seen
no,
it,
don't spoil
hold
Sex
on.
House for me.
Um, it devolves in such a way that it's very interesting.
It
Like,
defies expectation.
well, does it though?
Unless you
I
expect the
mean,
onion
this
to do
so
something.
this is in 2012 that it
Oh, so
was
this is
filmed.
an old show.
It's an old show.
Oh, I thought this was something new.
No, no, no. Old show. So it starts out as just a parody of that, but then things get worse and worse and worse and worse. You remember Too Many Cooks?
Oh yeah.
How Too Many Cooks sort of devolves? This was before Too Many Cooks and it was a little bit slower,
Yeah.
but the same sort of thing. Like in the end, um, there is a bunch of like stuff that happens. Like they get all on all this medication. There are all these frogs around because they've imported these frogs, and they find out that the medication destroys the frogs and all this. It's just very bizarre and very cool. So yeah, so I watched that
Sex House.
and it was neat.
I
Sex House.
finished. I finished the book I was reading, which you can actually see on the shelf. It's that blue one right next to the cereal box.
What's it called again?
It's called Replaceable You by Mary Roach. Mary Roach, one of my favorite authors. I went and actually saw her speak at Town Hall Seattle, which is where I got the book, and it's also
Bitten?
signed.
Is that Mary Roach?
No,
Bitten?
but you're on the right track. She does have a
the
bunch of
space-
one title.
the-
She has a couple of like multi-word books, but most of them are
Like-
one word.
The one about Mars,
Packing for Mars.
Packing for Mars. Is that her?
That is her. Yes.
What am I thinking about instead of Bitten? What is it? It's
Fuzz.
no,
Stiff.
no.
Bonk?
Oh, I am thinking of Stiff,
Okay.
even though it
Stiff,
doesn't
I
have
believe, was her first one.
yeah, even though Stiff doesn't have anything to do with Bitten.
Nope.
That is the one I was thinking of.
So I finished reading it, and I was looking for another book to read, and I had one in mind. I was reading about this book, and I'm like, oh, I want to read that book, but I didn't have it. I haven't had a chance to go pick it up. So I picked up a book from my shelf that I've started rereading. I originally read this book when I was in middle school, and I've carried it everywhere I've lived since then. It's
The
Stephen
Illuminatus
King's
trilogy.
It's
No.
Stephen King's The Eyes of the Dragon. It's actually the very first Stephen King book I ever read.
I read The Eyes of the Dragon as well.
Yeah, and
Now here's
what's curious, inside the book is the original bookmark I used when I was in middle school. It's a bookmark that I probably got from like the Scholastic Fair at school,
Mhm.
but it's a Star Trek: The Next Generation featuring Worf. My Worf bookmark.
So here's my question. How far into the book are you?
About 60 pages.
Okay, after you're done reading it, we can talk about it.
When did you
Because
read
I
it
still
last?
remember some stuff of that. Oh, probably
Yeah.
the same. Maybe a little older.
I didn't remember a thing. I'm reading it for the first, like it's for the first
There
time.
are two things I remember about it that were interesting.
Okay. Only
Uh,
two. It's like a
but I'm
300-page
not gonna-
book.
I'm not going to say anything about it.
All right. I may have it done by the time we speak again. Because it'll be 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Well, or it won't, depending.
Oh right,
remember,
we might.
There's still a chance.
Yeah, that's a you call.
Um. Speaking about a U-Call,
I don't like my hair.
um, you know that noise that I kept hearing?
Yeah, the thunk thunk.
Yeah, it was the flashing on the chimney.
Right.
I got the guy. Remember Haris who got rid of the raccoon?
You may have mentioned this person, but I don't know if you said their name before.
Okay. Well, he got rid of the raccoon. There's a raccoon. He came over and looked at it, and yeah, the flashing was off, so he drilled it back in.
To like the brick?
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
Drilled it back. Said that there are raccoons on the roof. He saw feces and stuff, but there was now no entry point for them. And there wasn't really an entry point
Nor
either.
exit point now either, I guess.
No. They're not they're not inside the roof. They're on top of the roof. He was just saying that raccoons are like crawling around there and stuff. And then he also got a wasp nest out for us.
Well,
Which
that was
good.
kind of them.
While he was on
I'm
the
sure
roof.
they weren't active right now. It's the middle of winter.
No, exactly. No. And I directed him to where they were.
Yeah.
Said, while you're up there, do you do this? And he's like, yeah. And so $350,
Oof.
not bad for
Still
what peace of mind and
things are no more
Sealing stuff
raccoons
up.
and no maybe the wasps and the raccoons were like natural enemies and would
The-
have taken care of each other.
Either that or the wasp raccoon union, that they're both the local pest, whatever. The local pest, whatever. It's firing on all cylinders. I'm doing great. Um, but
So am
I
I.
was
It's part of
wearing
my
Edward
economy.
in the sling,
Oh
and I
yeah.
said, "This is actually a test because I'm seeing if he barks or growls at you while he's in the sling, because that was what Jennifer was concerned about.
Right.
He doesn't bark as much when he's in the sling, but will he still, bark if there's a person around? You're around, so I thought this would work. Um, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, otherwise, uh, I was gonna have to board him. And he said, well, I do have a kennel if you need to. And so I may be calling him if Edward just cannot keep it together.
A kennel that he would loan to you, or
No, no, no. He said that he would watch him.
oh,
I could get. And Jennifer's like, so let's think about this. Edward barks whenever he's around, and now we're gonna give Edward to him. And I'm like, yeah, you've got a good point. But I don't want Edward to go. I want to keep him. I want to keep him. I'm gonna wear him.
has Jennifer's sister's visit already happened?
No, 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 no. It happens in April.
Oh,
But I'm gonna be wearing him.
yeah,
And Jennifer wanted to test run
right.
if it would work or not. So that's what's going
And
on.
was she sold on the test run?
Yeah, she's going to let me do it, but we still understand the idea that it may still not work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
May still be a problem. Okay, there we go. That's better. I just don't like it when it reflects. Makes me feel weird. Like, what's that doing in there?
Uh,
Oh, hey, here's something that we can talk about that nobody else wants to talk to me about, Ben. Oh no, stop it. What? Why? Um, a mirror, Ben, does not rotate you. It flips you on the Z axis.
the z-axis meaning
Like,
forward and back from your POV.
right, if you basically, if you were to extrude, like, think about if you're Play-Doh, right? And you were to cut the Play-Doh in
If I'm
half.
Plato, the philosopher?
No, no, I'm sorry, Ben. Plato, the philosopher. Now, this is funny.
All he does is repeat the Sunday comics.
The
Oh,
Pillsbury
that's silly
Doughboy
putty.
is not part of Play-Doh, but in a way, if you think about Play-Doh, do you ever think of the Pillsbury Doughboy, or is it just me?
I think it's just you. I don't think
Okay.
of the Pillsbury
Uh,
Doughboy.
can you ever stop thinking of the Pillsbury Doughboy? Is it just me? If Zool comes down and I'm said to clear my mind of everything,
Paul,
will I think
if
of the
someone
Pillsbury
asks you if you're a god. So, when you say flip, like there are specific ways certain people think about the words flip and flop when it comes
Yeah.
to motion graphics.
Okay. All right. Well, take a look. Take a look at this. Hold on. Okay.
Did you
Hopefully
just
nobody saw that.
show me something sensitive?
No, I was going to show you something that had my address on it. So this is Delta Dental, right?
Hey, that's who I use.
See that Delta Dental,
I can't see it. There we go.
and you can. Okay, so that's interesting. For me, that Delta Dental is backwards,
Yeah, because your image is mirrored for you.
and so this is a great example of what I'm talking about. If this were simply reversed, right? It wouldn't. If it reversed me on the x-axis, right? This wouldn't be backwards. That's not an x-axis thing.
You'd be upside down.
Oh, right. If it reversed me, if it reversed me on the y-axis, this would not. It would. I would be able to read it the right way, right? If I were reversed on the y-axis, it would simply flip it 180 degrees. So I would be able to read it. Here, I'm going to reverse my hand on 180 degrees on the x-axis. Oh, look, my thumb's over on the other side now.
So now it's backwards from where it was.
But the back of my hand looks different too. All that kind of stuff. It's not, that is not what a mirror is doing. A mirror is extruding my hand
Reflecting light.
and then cutting it in half. But then I'm seeing that it's hard to describe. It's flipped on the z-axis, man. You just gotta nobody believes me. It's flipped on the z-axis. But because here's the thing, this is what I'm saying. This is the important part. And it's crazy. All right, if I have a two-dimensional figure, and it's not really two-dimensional, it's three-dimensional, but just keep in mind, right? Or think about it this way. I have a figure, and it's a stick figure, right? A little guy, and the little guy is drawn on the piece of paper, and he's holding up his right hand, right? And then I cut him out. Oh, wait, let's do it this way. Starting over. Okay. The little so the parking token that has the little wheelie guy that you hang, whatever those things are called. Okay.
A parking token?
A pedestrian crossing guy. Okay? Pedestrian crossing guy. Little circle head, little black body. Pedestrian crossing guy. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
All right, imagine you have one of those guys cut out of metal. Right? Even though it's not two-dimensional, just hold with me here. He's got this arm up and this arm down, right? If you flip that, right? Now he's got the other arm up and the other arm down, right? But he looks and I'm sorry, the way you're looking at me,
I'm trying to visualize what you're telling me because I have my own visualization of what a mirror does, but I get you where, like, if I'm looking into a mirror, I'm holding my right hand up. The mirror is holding his left hand up.
Right.
So here's another way to think. Here's how I've been thinking about mirrors. There's no flipping going on. It's all from your perspective, right? If you look at, like, you're standing point A. There's a mirror. You're looking into the mirror. We're looking at you from the side, right?
Yes.
So you're standing there. Here's the mirror, right? If you imagine, instead of what you see reflected back at you from the mirror, you keep going through the mirror. So there's your reflection, equidistant. No flipping is happening. You are the same here as you are here. Whoops, this is the mirror. You are the same here. Your original, and then
you're talking about. That's the z-axis.
Yes.
That is the z-axis.
But there's no flipping going on. It's your perspective of what you yourself look like.
Except that that backwards writing on the items that you're looking at. Right? That backwards writing on there.
What backwards writing?
When you look at your t-shirt in the mirror, the writing appears backwards.
There's writing on your t-shirt in this.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
How the writing on your t-shirt appears backwards?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mirrored image.
you become right, exactly. This is the idea, is you become extruded. If you were able to extrude yourself all the way through, your eyeballs are a huge tube, and your other
Yeah.
eyeball is a huge tube, and your nose and all that, and then
Extrusion.
you
Yeah.
sliced it down the middle, and you, the person that was sliced from that other part, were to look at that, everything that's on there, the backwards writing and all that, that's what it would look like.
So why are you suddenly thinking about mirrors?
Oh, I'm not thinking about mirrors. See, that's the first part. I just wanted to get that part out of the way, right?
Right. We all know. We all
So,
know how
so we all
mirrors
know
work
how
now.
we all know how mirrors work now. Um,
If you're just
if
joining us,
so, so if you could imagine two-dimensional people, right? And they have two axes, right? The X and the Y axis. And what I'm going to do to this two-dimensional person who's got a nose and a mouth and one eye on the side of their head, right? I'm going to flip them, and all of a sudden their nose is going to be pointing that way, their mouth is going to be pointing that way, their eye, and I'm
how do you flip them if
in.
there's no third dimension?
Well, I'm three-dimensional, right? So I'm able to flip the guy along his x-axis or y-axis, whichever one. I'm able to flip him, right? You get the idea. It's a flat plane. I'm a three-dimensional guy. I pick him up and I flip him.
Yeah.
To the people in the other world, this is insane,
To the two-dimensional
right?
people.
Yeah, two-dimensional people. Because in the two-dimensional world, right, you have
The blind man is
left
king.
face. Yes, you have left facing people and right facing people. They're either left facing or right facing in this world. And left facing and right facing people can talk to one another uh, if they're facing each other. But left facing people and right facing people can't talk to one another. They're always talking to the back of one of the other's heads. That makes sense, right?
I see where you're going.
Okay. So this is the crazy thing. If a multi-dimensional person were to invert you, Ben, on your Z axis, if he were to invert you, you would now be right-handed because what was your left hand is now your right hand.
So I'm my mirrored version of myself.
You're your mirrored version of yourself.
But if I am my mirrored version of myself, am I not still holding up my left hand from my point of view?
No,
From
no,
my
no,
point of
no,
view?
because you're in this world now. This is the thing that's crazy. You've been inverted. So from your point of view, because you've been inverted, this hand is now your right hand.
Again, I ask the question, where are we going with this?
Not only are your limbs inverted, though, Ben, your cells themselves
My
are inverted.
heart, and I've suddenly died.
Well, this is the thing, is you won't be able to eat because the way that the handedness of our cells work, you can only absorb stuff because they fit. The pieces fit. So you will not be able to absorb food because on a microscopic level, your cells and the food that your cells normally absorb don't fit anymore. So you'll be able to eat whatever you want, but it's not going to be able to find purchase. Because on a macro level, your teeth can still crunch down on the apple, but on a micro level, your body cannot.
Is this something you think about when you're eating something you shouldn't?
Well, this is what I was thinking about when I was not eating something I shouldn't, but I was thinking about eating. And I'm like, if someone couldn't, if that's a problem that happens when somebody inverts me, then inverted food is something that they could sell and be like, your body can't absorb this. You can eat as much as you want.
I believe that's what Olestra tried to sell us.
And that is exactly what I was going to say. What do we really know about Olestra, Ben? It's just a
Uh,
potato chip that was inverted on the z-axis. That's all we know.
Carl Sagan has a really wonderful segment from Cosmos about what 3D people look like to 2D people, and then trying to extrapolate from that what 4D people would look like to us.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you ever read Flatland?
I did not read Flatland.
Mm. Yeah, there's a philosopher that said something. Here's what I've been saying the whole time, Ben. I think that multidimensional people beyond our dimensions, uh, they manifest as events. So, like as an example, a carnival could be a multidimensional being because it's not just
They
the
manifest
3D
as
objects.
person-made events, and not just like
Like,
unexplainable events.
well, no, it could be unexplainable events too. I like using the carnival as an example, though. It's not just time. I mean, it's not just space based; it's time based. So the carnival,
Like a traveling carnival.
traveling carnival, um, first starts up. The objects arrive, the things arrive, and then it gets constructed, and they build all the Ferris wheels and all the stuff there right before your eyes so you can see it. And then all the people come, and there's a lot of playing around and stuff, and there are carnies and everything like that. And then the people go away, and then the stuff gets torn down. Pretty soon, that carnival that was there is no longer there, and there's no evidence that it ever would be, right?
Oh, tell that to the
Or it never
landowner
happened.
whose grass was trampled.
Exactly. And that's why Woodstock, uh, but that's just the carnival's poop, Ben. That's the thing. Um, there was a carnival that came through it, but
I
and then
found
I started
evidence of a
thinking,
carnival on your roof.
crime scene could be one of these things. It's the same sort of thing. No crime committed, then the crime committed, then the police show up, and there's tape and everything, and then there's the residue, and eventually it goes away, right? The idea, and I think this may be kind of what Carl Sagan talks about too, a 3D object going through two-dimensional space, like a sphere, would look like a dot,
Yeah.
and then a circle, and then a bigger circle, and then a smaller circle, and a smaller circle, and then the dot, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
But we know that that's a slice of a three-dimensional thing. Same
Yeah.
sort of thing. It's an event. Something starts happening, then more things start happening, and then all of a sudden it trickles out, and then the thing isn't there anymore. Um,
So
it's
four
just a thought.
dimensional. We had a windstorm here last night. So that's a 4 dimensional incursion into our 3 dimensional space because there was no wind, and then suddenly there was a windstorm, and it disrupted us, and then it went away.
It could be. It could be like that. Now, here's the other thing that's fun if you want to think about it. Um, Not just the windstorm itself, right? It starts with the prediction. The weather person saying, "Hey, there's going to be a windstorm," right?
Hey
And
everybody.
then and the windstorm happens, and then eventually you and I talking about the windstorm is still part of it. And it's only until no one talks about the windstorm at all
That the windstorm truly
the windstorm
dies.
truly dies. And this is why, Ben, we as human beings are more than just three-dimensional beings. We have a concept of ourselves before we're born. People talk about
Somebody has a concept. We probably don't.
like no, well, well, yeah, that's a good point. But the thing that I think about all the time are those kids that I went to high school with who are like, I'm gonna have, or grade school even, I'm gonna have a boy and a girl, and his name's gonna be Ashton, and her name's gonna be Mila, and then they do have those kids.
And they're gonna grow up to be on that '70s show
Isn't that weird? Um, and
and
the
get
name of
married to
that,
each other. So your family's weird.
yeah. So, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Like a concept, and then there's the person, and then there's the, and so if you think about it, like King Arthur, for instance, has a long uh line. because King Arthur, there was going to be there was it was foretold that a king would pull a sword from a stone eventually, and that was way before Arthur was actually born. So the legend of Arthur starts way back in the past and then comes through, and now I'm talking about him.
You just
So he
brought him back.
persists. Yeah. The same thing with prophesied
He
people, right? Um, it is interesting. Don't at me, anybody, but it is interesting that
at him, everybody.
there are
You know how to reach
prophecies
him.
about Jesus, and then somebody says, and the truth that Jesus was the prophesied person is because look, all these prophecies, that's something that he did, and therefore that's proof. And it's like, well, no, because this is all coming from the same source, the same record. Granted, it
The people
says
who won.
it said this thing, this thing that was translated said that this was going to happen, and then this happened. But the then this happened is something that was written by the people who had already read the thing. That's the hard part. If it were really going to happen like that, uh, the prophecy should have been sealed in an envelope, and then once the
And then
prophecy
mailed to themselves.
went through, well, and then yeah, mailed to
I own this
themselves.
prophecy.
So
this prophecy is
no
mine.
one
I
can
have
steal
proof.
my no. I was gonna say that Johnny Carson puts it on his head.
Dippity doo.
But you get the idea. It's one of those things of
What
like I
grows
really
on your dippity in the morning?
is that an actual
It's
one?
the only actual Karnak joke I can remember.
I like that a lot. That's really nice. But the thing that I was going to say is that
Or what forms on your dippity in the morning, something like that.
oh no, now I don't know anymore. I was going to say something about
Have you lost your plot?
I lost my plot, Ben. It's too bad. But anyway, you get the idea. The something about predictions. Oh yes, Stephen Hawking and his famous party for time travelers.
Yes.
I still like the idea that hey, do you want to check out the Stephen Hawking party for time travelers now that we're time travelers? Nah, I heard it's real lame, and so
Yeah.
nobody shows up.
I heard nobody showed up.
Exactly. Uh, that's right. I heard nobody showed up, so let's not go. It's great. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, Ben. There's stuff that's happening that I can't really mention it. Um, Maybe I'll talk about it during the break. Uh, there's a
No,
there's
don't
a
talk about it during the break
thing.
because we'll still be streaming during the break
Oh, we will still be. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
have to talk about it afterwards.
after the
During
Patreon
our
exclusive that doesn't
Patreon
exist.
exclusive that doesn't exist. And remember, if we do have a Patreon, something bad has happened. Oh, here's something.
Some poor soul is trying to monetize off of our likenesses.
Someone sent me uh, a thing that said every Gen Xer watching the news right now, and it was a clip, or not a clip, but a still from Red Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
And I had to call them, and I was like, "Hey, listen, is there like some sort of an invasion happening?" And they're like, "No, just the war thing." And I was like, "Oh, right," because I forgot about the war thing. And in
But
the same way,
in Red Dawn, in the first one, the
yeah,
OG Red Dawn, it was the Russians who invaded us. Is that right?
I thought it was a mixture of like it was weird.
Because
It was
I
like
think
two
in the remake they changed it to the Chinese.
North Koreans maybe.
The North
Um,
Koreans, maybe.
so I just remember that my recollection, and this might be a worth
I'm gonna
looking
go
it
look
up.
this up. Yeah.
Um, but I'll tell you what I think happens. I think it's two countries. I don't remember which two there are, but I think it might be the Russians and then
The
some South
Italians.
American country. And the South Americans are the ones that actually arrive, but they're backed by the USSR. That's what I remember anyway.
Soviet, Nicaraguan, and Cuban.
Yeah, there we go. So Nicaragua, wait, is Nicaragua, Cuba is North America. What about Nicaragua? Is that
That's Central
Central
America.
America at
Yeah.
least? Because I still, then, if you want to be depressed, find out how many Americans think that Mexico is in South America because it's
I.
south of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. I. I've come to watch Jeopardy every day. Um, because they posted on Hulu,
Hmm.
and I am shamed of my non-US geography knowledge.
Oh yeah, I know nothing. That's for real.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I had to ask because I didn't know. Maybe that's happening. Oh, and then Jennifer's brother-in-law was talking about watching bombings, and I said
Like,
bombings. What does he mean? And she's like, the bombings. I'm like, right, because again, uh, call it privilege if you will. I have not been watching the news at all, so I have
the
very
latest
little.
the latest scare tactic, and who knows if how legitimate this is that Iran's sending drones to bomb California.
Oh,
Um,
maybe that's what they're thinking of
maybe nothing's
when they
happened
say that
yet.
note.
There have been
Um,
some mass shootings, but that's just another day in the life of the good old US of A.
mass shootings in California, or just
Just
no,
everywhere.
unrelated mass shootings, just
Yeah,
mass shootings in
unrelated
places.
mass shootings. Well, I mean, a mosque. Somebody like drove into a mosque, I think.
Oh, okay, well,
That's how numb we are to these things. I see the headline and I scroll past. It doesn't even affect me. That's just like this is
now Ben,
America.
get your tinfoil hat ready. When the New Jersey drones were happening, remember when I was interested in that? I was talking about them
Yeah. Did we ever
a
find out
lot.
what that was?
All I know is that there was at least one congressperson who said uh, that the New Jersey drones were being sent here from an an Iranian ship off the coast.
Right.
Yep. So the drone thing has legs, maybe. Wait, the drone thing has legs.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Yeah, I have no idea. I saw one headline on Reddit again. Didn't look at who it was from. I just scrolled past it, but it said something like, "Our president is now placing the blame on the on the U.S. invasion of Iran, or the U.S. and Israel's invasion of Iran, on Hegseth and Kushner and Witkoff. I don't really know who that is."
Oh, Ben, I'm sorry. Is our invasion of Iran going badly?
No, it's going great, depending on who you talk to.
Okay.
In fact, we're almost done, or it could go on forever. We both are true.
Wouldn't it be Rubio? Wouldn't he have some as
Rubio yeah, was the other one.
okay? I was gonna say because yeah, I mean
Witkoff
that's
is a special envoy to the Middle East.
so one of the things that someone, uh, every once in a while, conspiracy theories make it through my wall of uh of non-news
Yep.
now.
Yeah.
Someone has suggested that every um U.S. Secretary of State, is that who Rubio is? Secretary of State, is that right?
That's what Rubio is. Yeah.
Yeah. Every U.S. Secretary of State has been vetted and pushed by a group of people from Great Britain, and that they're actually the ones in charge of the United States. And I was like, well, hooray. That's wonderful.
Yeah, don't know how much I put on that.
And Marco Rubio is who you have chosen? British people?
Yeah,
I don't know. It seems weird,
little
but
Marco. Oh my God, did you see this? So,
probably not.
so Trump has these shoes that he likes. I think they're Florsheim like shoes for men or something. I think that's the name, the brand name.
Okay.
So he bought these shoes for his inner circle, and just guessed what their size was,
Oh
and
no.
he was wildly off base. And so now there are photos circulating, and so now his inner circle, they're wearing these shoes because they don't want to piss Trump off. And
Right.
now photos are circulating of all these guys in our government wearing wildly missized shoes. And little Marco looks like a kid wearing his daddy's shoes in these photos because they are
Oh
way too
no.
big for his feet. It's hilarious if it weren't so
Now,
pathetic.
what I think the correct thing to do in that situation is if the president of the United States buys you some shoes, you
You bronze
you
them and put
are
them on your fireplace shelf.
you are a relatively high positioned person. Get your people to buy you the correct size of the
Of the
shoe that
exact
looks
same
just like the
shoe.
shoes they gave you.
Yeah, and you
Yes.
tell the president, "Thank you for your lovely gift. Look how nice they fit me."
And when he said, or you don't even say that, you just say thank you for your lovely gift. And if he ever, for whatever reason, calls you out, you say, well, I don't want to wear out the shoes that you gave me. These are
Marco,
my
I
other
bought you
pair.
these shoes because I wanted you to look like a fool.
Yeah, what are you doing? Uh, so, okay. Uh, as you know, I was in an improv group uh, recently, a
Yes.
501 class, an improv class, 501. Still good friends with the people in 501. And my understanding is that we're in 501. Um, and my understanding is that we're working on maybe getting to an advanced class, which would be nice.
The
Um,
600 series.
but I am taking the 401 again with Betty, and
Yeah.
that's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm taking the 501 with Betty now, starting in April.
So you're going to retake the 501 class?
Yeah, I'm going to retake the 501 class, but here's the thing. I just got a note that the advanced class is probably going to start sometime in April or May. It's finally
Oh.
because it was supposed to happen in January. So I'm going to be taking two improv classes, and that's fine with me. That's the plan.
As long as they're not conflicting
And
in
the same,
schedules.
well, if they are, then I'll have to deal with it.
Yeah. You
But
make your Sophie's
here's the
choice.
thing. I don't know if I mentioned this, but my colonoscopy is going to be at the same
Time as our podcast.
sorry, it's
Oh.
going to be the day before the 401 classes
Ah.
showcase. So I
Certainly
am
by
not.
then. Certainly by then you'll be able to go to class.
No, no, no. But you don't understand. It's the day before. It's the day before.
The colonoscopy is the day before the class, or the class is the day
No,
before the colonoscopy?
the performance of the class is the day before the colonoscopy.
Ah, okay.
Of the 401 class I'm in now.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be able to attend because if you remember, I'm going to be drinking at 5
I don't know. That
to
could make for an
7.
interesting class.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I was thinking about it. I'm like,
Did
no,
I
I
hear
can't.
shit bucket from the audience?
Oh my gosh. So that's happening. Then the 501. Oh, but what I was going to say is, oh, and maybe we'll continue this on We have about 5 minutes. Oh, maybe I can make it all the way through here. So there's a guy, and shout out to Shabazz. Shabazz is a guy who was not in the class with me. He was in one of the earlier classes, but he was there. And he and I had never met before. But he has a funny way about him. Are you familiar with pimping at all when it comes to improv, Ben?
Not when it comes to improv.
Well, the idea is with improv, you try to like build off of what the other person gives you,
Yeah.
right? Some people call it, the yes and principle, but it really is. I like what the UCB does instead, which is if this is true, then what else is true?
Right.
And I'm going to just do a little bit of back and forth that Shabazz and I had. Uh, I say, oh, well, the Revival, it's the theater that we used to go to,
Yeah.
um, lost their space. They've become an itinerant company. Not lost their space, decided not to continue renting their space or whatever. However, I don't know exactly. Sorry to the Revival if you're listening, and I don't know exactly the circumstances. They're no longer in that space. They're doing stuff in the Fine Arts Building, which I love anyway, so that's no problem. Um, so the Revival isn't in their space anymore, and he says to me, "Well, do you think people piss in there now?" And I say, "Well, if I remember correctly, sure. Sorry, if I remember correctly, Shabazz, the people were pissing in there even when they were open, just in designated areas." And he's like, "Yeah, I heard that you weren't using designated areas. You were just going all over." Well, yes, Shabazz, I have to mark my territory. Yeah, but why were you using other people's piss then with their names on it? I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's for decoys because there's some areas that I don't like, and so that becomes theirs." And then he said, "Yeah, but what about the other bottles?" I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Shabazz. You're thinking of my drinking piss, which of course is completely different." He's like, "Where did you get those anyway? You told me that you work at the hospital." And I said, "Oh, right, Shabazz. I work at the hospital. I don't work for the hospital. That's an important distinction." So yeah, I go in there with my glass of warm water and my catheter and my bottles, and I just go and collect as much piss as I want because that's what I do, and that sort of thing. That was our dynamic. And
Very
I
nice.
said to Jennifer afterwards, like, Shabazz is very like pokey. He
Yeah.
pokes at you and he tries to get you to do bad things, or he tries to make you embarrassed. And the way to approach it is to not be embarrassed and just continue on with it. So I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I said, "Look, if the improv thing doesn't work out, just put me and him on stage, have him start needling me and see what happens. Because it'll become fun for sure." Anyway, he's cool. He might be taking the 501 class. Um, we have another friend, Sherrod, who might be taking it as well. But they don't know because I didn't find out until now that the other class is coming in. So I may have to after the podcast let them know that there may be an
Another
advanced track class coming.
advanced.
Yeah.
How
So
far
it's
can you go? I
advanced.
mean,
Yeah.
if at the end of one of these classes you do a show, like what's the what's how advanced can you be?
It's an inverted pyramid, Ben. This is why I don't mind taking the 401 and the 501 again. It doesn't matter. It's all classes. It's all new information. And speaking of new information, my new information for you is that we are going to stop recording this podcast and start recording the next one. Starting now. See you later, Ben.
Bye, Paul. Keep it
Keep it wrong.
wrong.
Talk to you next week right away.
Next week. All right, and I guess I'm stopping my recording, but
Okay.
the stream is still gonna the stream
So
is still standing.
And the stream is still. So
Do that.
I'm
Do
exporting this now.
this.
Oh wait,
Do
yeah.
that.
Once I actually export it,
Do
I
that.
can start
Do
save,
that. Do that. Do
export.
that. Okay.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna do this. BRB.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna refill my water jug.
For those of you on the stream, if there is anyone on the stream, I am right now uploading the file for that we just did, and then
Nobody is currently watching, but that's not to say people will not watch in the future.
yeah. So there you go. Do people ever watch our feed?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
And people like download the show too. When I went to go schedule this week's show, our podcast provider told us that 22 people downloaded the previous or had downloaded the show that day.
huh.
Now, I don't know which shows were downloaded, but we got 22 downloads that day, which for us, it feels like a lot.
Oh yeah, 22 a day. That is crazy.
I'm going to log in and see what the current metrics are.
Okay, let's see.
I think I've shouted them out before. We use Captivate.fm for the show. We've had 5 downloads today.
Wow.
Yesterday, 12 people downloaded the show. We averaged 9 a day, 65 a week. In the last
hello,
3
Jennifer.
months.
And we're not recording right now. So thank you. I have food.
Yay.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Hand delivered. In the last 3 months, 1,200 people have downloaded the show, which is up 47%. I'm assuming from the previous 90 days.
Wait, say that number again.
1,200 downloads in the last 90 days.
1,200.
Yeah.
1,200?
Well, 1,199. I rounded up.
Oh, still, that's amazing.
That's a lot for doing no promotion or outreach or anything whatsoever.
Or anything anyone would want to listen to.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's uploaded.
Oh,
and I didn't do A.
Gosh darn it.
So the next one will be B on its own.
It will be on its own. Hey, watch this.
Hey. What's that?
I just renamed
Okay, you ready? Oh. No! You shouldn't have that power. Okay, so I'm going to get back to the...
You'll have no power here. What's for dinner today, Paul?
Well, we're going to talk about it in just a second.
Oh, stay tuned.
All right. Ben Lawrence.
Paul Goody, how's it happening?
How's it happening? Keep it wrong. All of the above. Ben, this is
what's in your hand?
This is from Jersey Mike's, Ben. Are you familiar with the sandwich place that is known as Jersey Mike's?
Is that the sandwich place that chops up all their stuff and just puts like a slurry of filling in your sandwich?
No. But Jersey Mike's is the place that does Mike's Way. People sometimes say, "Do you want it Mike's Way?" as a joke. And when I say people, I mean Paul F. Tompkins, because
he counts as a person.
Mm-hmm. But because I'm now on my low-fat, no
Low
fat,
carb.
low-carb, low-sugar diet, I'm not having any bread. It's just sandwich fixins in a bowl.
Yeah. Sandwich fixins in a bowl, and that's your dinner. So we got like steak and cheese?
It's steak, well, roast beef, bacon,
yum,
cheese, and mustard.
I just had my lunch Oh, maybe about 3 hours ago. But it is, you're eating dinner. And admittedly, I had a late lunch because I did not eat before going to the dentist this morning. And the only food I have in my house is an apple. And I was looking forward to eating that apple when I got home. But my dentist put like swabbed fluoride on my teeth, and she said,
Hmm.
don't eat or drink anything hot or crunchy. And I'm like, what constitutes crunchy? And the first thing she said was, well, apples.
Oh
So
no.
I went down and I went down to a bakery nearby my apartment and bought a turkey focaccia sandwich, which was a lot larger than I thought, but it was also like almost $20. So I
Mm.
at least it was expensive too. But it was good.
So what I can say about this, it's working pretty well. Um,
Your that sandwich that dinner specifically, or the diet you're on.
the diet and this sandwich.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't lost any weight since our last podcast. Ha 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 ha.
Paul, you got
Ha.
to get on that.
Um, for those of you who don't know this, we're recording this right after
In fact, you've gained
because
weight a little bit by
mm,
each bite.
true, true. And the reason that we're recording this, we banked this episode. Now, here's the thing, dear listener. Ben might decide to go crazy and have this episode be first, and then do the other one before. We've done it before
I did
for
say
fun.
I did say the wrong episode number at the beginning of the last week's episode, so you never know.
Hmm. So we don't know. The other thing is that besides the wrong episode number going out there, there is a chance that on the day of my colonoscopy, we may still record the podcast.
Yeah, that's
In
going
which
to
case,
be a game time decision, I think.
in which case, one of the two that we're recording now
Yeah.
may show up at a later date.
And one, yeah, of like a very much later date. So where we got to where we'll have to do a twofer and aren't able to
Yeah,
or
exactly.
don't want to.
So this may be the hidden episode.
The long lost GudeLaurance podcast.
Ben, now you know, I think, what is
Or
my senior quote in my in
we
my
could just elect to take a week off.
hmm,
I do not know what your senior
never.
quote was.
Ben, you've heard it here first. My senior quote is I like bread.
And now you can't have any.
Yeah, now I say I like bread, I just don't eat it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will have bread every once in a while. Sourdough has a lower glucose spike or insulin spike, something like that. Anyway, sourdough better than regular bread if you're trying to be conscientious of stuff.
I had some focaccia bread earlier, and it's I like me some focaccia. I am looking ahead at my schedule, and I am going to be gone April 23rd. Probably not able to record, so maybe one of
Mm.
these episodes, dear listener, you'll be hearing on April 27th.
Or of course, April 20th. We
Or on
could
the
tease
16th, we
the
could just do
post.
another twofer.
Yeah, we could, or we could even have this one come in, and the post colonoscopy uh, could be the special one.
That could just be an evergreen episode where we don't talk about any current events, because we did talk about some current events last week.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing. Part of our podcast, dear listener, is, as we famously say often, for future archaeologists trying to determine
Indeed. What life was like.
what life was like in the early 21st century. We're getting, will we be, we, Ben,
Is that a low sugar soda you're opening up?
It is. This is zero sugar.
Oh, okay.
Pepsi zero
Just
sugar.
checking. Just making sure you're sticking to your diet there, Paul.
Yep. Um,
This episode brought to you
so
by Pepsi.
here's a yeah, exactly. Here's my question. We as a society usually live to be what, 80?
It changes.
Something
I
like
don't
that?
know. Yeah, mid 80s maybe is a average lifespan.
So you and I will hopefully be able to make it to the 2050s,
I think so.
right?
Yeah,
So
I'll be late 70s, mid to late 70s. I think I'll be 74.
am I 6 years older than you? How much
You're
older
three
than
years
you?
older than me.
10 years older, you say? Okay, so 3 years older than you. So I will be 78,
77.
77. Okay. 77 years old in the 50s may not be, it may still be, they're extending how old is. May not be old anymore.
Yeah, I mean we talked last week about how the first person to live to 200 has already been born,
Yep.
and they're
And
hiding
it's,
from
of
us.
course, yeah, I was going to say it's Betty.
Now, if anybody's gonna be like Elon Musk or something,
Oh, no.
some
I
rich
don't like
person
that.
who wants to. There was I don't remember who it was, but this story came out where there was this like billionaire who wanted to extend his life, so he kept like taking some sort of specific drug or doing something to his body, and irony of all ironies, it ended up aging him even more.
Oh, wow. Ha, 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 ha.
Don't remember who this was, but yeah, some sort of tech billionaire. And all you got to do is dance, and then point and laugh while you're done dancing.
So I've done something that I think would be really, really cool. Well, not really, really. How do I say it? Okay, so somebody, right, leader of of a revolution, gets people together to fight against the billionaire class, right?
So Bernie Sanders,
So someone who has $10 billion
so
gives
not.
this guy
Oh,
$1 billion so that he's now a billionaire.
and he stops leading the revolution against the billionaires.
Well, no, he might still lead the revolution, but
Brothers and sisters, come after me.
exactly, that's the question. Hmm. Did I tell you about my camera already? Did we talk about this?
Which one?
I have a camera now out in front of my house. Did
Oh
we have
yeah,
this story
security
already?
camera. Yeah. There was like a dog theft in your neighborhood.
Hmm. So one of my other neighbors had someone break into his garage. Well, he didn't have someone break. Someone broke into his garage. He didn't have anything to do with it.
I had that break-in
Um,
scheduled for Thursday.
but so I talked to him about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't know. We don't know when it happened. We were hoping maybe your camera had caught something because he's my neighbor on the other side, so my camera doesn't catch anything happening on his house.
Yeah.
But the alley that goes to where his garage is does go by my house. So
Yeah.
if they exited that way, we might have seen something. So he was like, but we don't know what it was. It's like, well, I just got the camera a little while ago. I may not know either. And then he said, where his garage was. And I'm like, oh, right. You know what? I may know when they broke into the garage because I went to a pizza party and I came home. And as I was walking by there, that garage, there's a bunch of racket going on inside of it. And I thought maybe I should do something, but I decided not to. I'm
Ooh, you
sorry if
were
I miss.
there while the perps were inside his
And
garage.
he said, no, no, because that was me. That's when I found out that someone had broken into my garage. It was on Saturday night. So I was like,
Ah,
oh, okay.
all right.
And I felt better. It left me off the hook.
Yeah. Otherwise, why didn't you do something, Paul?
Exactly. Ben, I gotta say, and I know this may sound incorrect, but it is absolutely true. This low carb, low sugar diet,
High in protein.
it's really working for me. Like as far as I'm enjoying it.
Oh, the diet as a whole, not just what you're eating currently.
Oh, this part is great too. Yeah. But here's the thing. Do you know what I really like now? I like celery, Ben.
Did you not previously?
I did not, but now it's great. I love it.
I dig celery, but celery can have a way of being terrible. So, like, if you don't wash celery, or if it's like past its prime, it to me has a sort of like a sour taste to it. It's not very good.
Oh well, yeah. I'm sorry, Ben. I only mean good.
Uh,
You know what I like,
Sorry,
Ben?
Ben.
I like
I'm
good food
a
rather than bad
metropolitan
food.
individual. I only eat good, non-spoiled food. You never know, though, when there's a vegetable tray at a party, the celery's gone south.
Oh no. Let me think about it.
It's wearing those little hats.
Oh, hold on. Okay, the pizza party. I was gonna say, when was the last time I've ever been somewhere where I was at somebody else's house and they gave me food?
Ah.
The pizza party. Oh, and also I was at Chef Elliott's house and he gave me food. But it was because
Well,
I
with a
bought it from him.
man with a name with chef in his name, I would hope so.
Yes, I mean I call him Chef Elliott because he is a chef. His name is not Chef.
His
Um,
first name is not chef. You know, when your parents
but
name you chef, that really kind of hamstrings your career choices.
yeah, you know what chef means in French?
Cook?
Boss.
Ah, yes, chef.
That is exactly Chef Elliott. That's what the chef, the boss. Um,
Jefe.
exactly. That's what it means in Spanish, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my question. Chef Elliott makes all sorts of food I like. The burgers and the fried chicken and all that. And I asked my therapist, I'm talking about, like, what is this going to do to my relationship with my neighbor? Because, we bond over the fact that I buy his food and eat it.
Keep buying his food, and that relationship's gonna last a long time.
But Ben, the food isn't within my diet.
Oh,
How
yeah.
do I square it?
You gotta tell him that.
Ben, that is exactly it. You could be a therapist. No, I'm kidding. If my therapist is listening, I know that you do a lot more than just that. Um, but yeah, that's right. It's me saying, "Hey man, uh, I'm on this new diet. Do you have anything that you make that I can eat?"
Yeah, totally.
And he says, "Yes." He's making salmon and shrimp later.
Those are two very good things.
Oh
If
no,
you
did
like
he mean
mercury
today?
poisoning.
Did he mean today? Oh
Or is
boy.
he waiting for you to pick up your order?
Oh no. I don't think so. I'll have to check with him. Because what he said later, I don't know what he meant. Ben, I'm gonna mess with the video for just a second. I apologize.
No.
I just need to check
Oh
really quick.
God. Oh God, you've gone vertical.
Um,
No. Portrait.
okay.
Portrait mode.
Oh, he no, he said I'll be doing salmon and shrimp soon if you're interested. That sounds.
Soon.
Oh, and I said that sounds good. Please let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good.
You're
We're
off the
good.
hook.
Oh,
Crisis
okay.
averted.
Oh, Ben, here's something I haven't watched yet, but I am very, very excited to. De La Soul did a Tiny Desk concert.
I a lot of groups have been doing Tiny Desk concerts recently. Either that or YouTube has just been like, here, we think you should watch these.
Clipping did one recently that was really good.
I saw the first song that Clipping did.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you like their setup?
Uh,
Jonathan Snipes, who, by the way, did the music for A Glitch in the Matrix, also.
Makes sense.
Um, and some of his the so those folks um had a lot of like actuators that would like play things by hitting stuff
Ah, yeah.
all the right times, so it was all sequenced and it was crazy.
I was having a
I liked it a lot.
conversation with somebody recently, I think at the theater, and we were talking about the simulation, I think. And I recommended this person watch that movie. And they had never heard of it. No, you know who it was? It was my uncle. I told my uncle because we were talking about
Uh,
um, not necessarily simulation theory, but how one can either observe or affect one's own surroundings. And I recommended he watch that film. I don't know if he ever did, but
so the thing that I found very interesting. Do you remember, Ben, a pizza night where I read from this book that I just found where I was unpacking stuff?
I do not.
It's stuff that I was writing when I was on guard duty at a Air Force base,
Say a line
making
from it.
sure.
Maybe I'll remember.
Um, okay, I'm trying to find one where I don't swear. Uh, oh boy, for those of you who are wondering, I am looking. Oh, I found it, Ben. I found it. This is the part that I wanted to talk to you about because okay, as long as I talk about having to pee, people assume they can just forbid me to do so. I have to pee. No, you don't. You just went. Doesn't work. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm trying to find a specific thing. Um, I'm
I
getting
watched
close. I'm getting
Shrinking
close.
last night. I'm gonna watch the latest episode of The Pit tonight. Oh, and probably the last episode of The Dinosaurs on the Netflix, which I've been really enjoying.
Dinosaurs.
The Dinosaurs.
Oh, okay.
It's part
Like,
of the new DCU.
wait a second. No, it's not. Is it? No.
No,
No, it can't.
no.
Okay.
I'm just making fun of that.
Um, all right. Hold on. I'm getting so close, Ben. There's a thing.
And it might go get pho for dinner. That's a thing that might
Oh,
happen.
I might go get pho for dinner. You heard me. Why don't you go get pho, in fact?
Get pho.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find there's a piece that I'm so close to finding here. Um, I wrote this in 1995.
1995. I was a
How many
sophomore
years
in
ago was that?
college. Oh, that's
A
like
lot, right?
29 years.
All right. So getting it's not my planet, Monkey Boy. I didn't write that in
31
here. I
years.
was just thinking
Wow, I
about.
did it wrong. 1995 was 31 years ago.
Mm, this is. I have dreams sometimes about this where I read something and then I can't find it again.
Are you able to at least read the words? Because I can never read
Yeah,
in
I
my
can. Yeah,
dreams.
I. Oh yeah, I can read in my dreams. That's that's something that I'm good about. Okay, so there's a thing about peeing. I mentioned. Um, okay, so yeah, all right. So here's where I guess this is it. All right, autistic children grow up and become normal adults or schizophrenics. I sometimes wonder which I am. All right, so if you remember the thing that I have always thought up until this point was that my diagnosis of being autistic started in 2002 from Dr. Bart Mueller. And before that, I didn't, you know, consider that as a possibility.
Yeah.
But here I am talking about being an autistic child. If I don't get to do this, sorry, sometimes I wonder which I am. Is my attitude of if I don't get to do this, oh, if I don't get to this place, I will die, simply annoying or a sign of a greater problem? My parents wanted to avoid scandal so much that they would flat out deny I had any problems. My lack of treatment was a benefit for me. I can talk, write, and usually act like a normal young adult, but I don't think like you. I
Check,
can
check.
do guard duty now. I have no history of psychological ill. I have no history of psychological ailments. That denial did me good. Um, oh, and then I talk about a bee that's bothering me.
You had quite a bit of downtime during your guard duty, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, Ben, it was the worst. Um, this is one of those things where um, I think I might have talked to you about this before, but the basic thing is this, and I think I'm okay to talk about this. So there are people that are working on a fence, and my job is to sit there and look at them while they're working on the fence and make sure they don't leave that area that they're in. They have to stay in that area. I have a walkie-talkie. If someone leaves the area, I can call into the walkie-talkie, and I say, "What happens then?" And then they say, "Well, we would shoot them if they leave that area."
Are these prisoners working on this fence?
No, they're just contractors, but they have
Contractors.
been told explicitly that they cannot
Right.
leave that area.
Okay.
Um, and
Not
there's a
fellow airmen.
exactly yes. Um, and I'm I'm of course, Ben, thinking
I'm of
mostly
course Ben.
about how. Sorry, I'm still. I wasn't drinking anything, so that worked. But um, I of course thought about how I could get over the fence, thinking of all the different ways to get over the fence,
To chase someone
and
to shoot
thinking
them?
about no, no, if I were going to break into where they're at.
Oh, okay.
But you've suddenly illustrated a great flaw in that plan. Why would I care about getting into the fence that they can't, fence an area that they can't leave? Oh, maybe. Wait a second. Okay, now I remember. They're working on a fence, and they're the same place that I am. That's right. They are not allowed to go over the fence into the fenced-in area. Does that make sense?
Or around the fence that they are currently building? Like,
So
being contractors, they are allowed only to be on a certain part of the base. And they cannot leave that part where they have permission to be.
let's imagine this. Instead of a fence, imagine it's a safe. right? Like in a bank, a vault in a bank.
Yeah.
They're working on the door outside of the vault.
Right.
And if they enter inside the vault, then they get shot.
Are you inside or outside the vault?
I am outside of the vault also. They are closer to the vault door than I am. And the people who are going to shoot them are standing behind me.
Oh man, you're in the way.
And this is the thing. They say in no uncertain terms, if we need to, we will shoot through you to get to the people who are trying to get over the fence. So all I can think of is getting over the fence.
Gotcha.
And
Or
also
into the vault.
the hey, wait a second. How are you going to know that they're trying to get in the fence? I'm calling you on the walkie-talkie. Right. Well, what if I just don't call you on the walkie-talkie? And they said somebody else with the walkie-talkie will call us because there are more than just me, right? So that's all I'm thinking about. I'm like,
Somehow
okay,
they'll
so
get their shooting orders.
I've seen movies before. Those guys with those guns that they're going to shoot these guys with, when they're bored, they are putting their sights on every single one of us
Yeah.
over and over and over again, just like give me the sign, let me
So
know.
you got out of the Air Force, is what you're saying?
I did.
I don't think they would have
And
allowed that facial hair you have right now.
but here's the thing about all this. Um, so I had this narrative in my head that's all about I never knew that I was autistic.
Right.
I found out later and all that. But apparently, at some point in time, I had that knowledge. There's other stuff that I think about sometimes. Like when I got out of the Air Force,
Yeah.
I got into a car accident and I went to get evaluated to see if I had a concussion. And they tried to keep me in the hospital, and I escaped. I remember this part.
Why
Now
were
here's
they
the fun.
were they trying to keep you in the hospital because they thought you did have a concussion and they wanted to monitor you?
They thought that I was, well, maybe they thought I had a concussion. Maybe they thought that I was crazy. I don't remember. All I know is that they put me in a room and they shut the door. And I was like, can I leave? And they're like, no, you stay here for a little bit.
You've always been able to leave.
And then I was like, well, I don't want to be here. And then someone else came into the room, a different person. And they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, no, that's okay. I was just leaving. And then I left.
They said I could go.
And that's, well, this person didn't know what was happening. So
Exactly.
I got out. And as I was leaving, I was like, I hit one of the posts. When you're in a parking garage and there are those posts that have the yellow plastic on them
Yeah.
to make sure you don't run it. I hit one of those, but I got
In your
home.
car or
Yeah, yeah, in my car.
cool. Sounds like you probably should have
I
stayed at
just,
the hospital.
oh, I should have stayed at the hospital then. Let's not be, no two ways about it.
Yeah.
I was incorrect in my actions. That's why I do say I escaped. They didn't care enough to like come after me or send the police after me, but they wanted me to be there.
They might have just been happy to get the room back.
Maybe. So anyway, so that happened. Um, I think I told you about this, but I may not have. The last time I was talking with my parents, I talked about the car accident I had when I was a teenager
Yeah.
and wrapped my car around a tree and lost consciousness. Do you remember this? Have I mentioned this?
Probably.
I probably talk about it a lot. So, and then I was like, yeah, and then I woke up and I was at my parents' house and I couldn't remember exactly where I was at first. And I saw a woman that I assumed was my mom, that whole thing. Do you remember that at all?
Keep going. I'll let you know.
Well, I told my parents this story, and it's like I didn't know who mom was at first and all that, and they said, "What do you mean you lost consciousness?" And I was like, "Well, when I got knocked out when I hit the tree."
Yeah.
And they're like, "You never lost consciousness. You were talking, you were walking around, and all that." And I was like, "What?" I had just assumed
Those
that I was
those
knocked out.
those interactions weren't loaded into memory.
Exactly. So, full circle, talking now about the colonoscopy I'm going to be getting.
Yeah.
They are going to sedate me.
Yep.
And I read a little bit about the way that the sedation works, and it's crazy. Are you familiar with any of
I
how
think
it
we talked
works?
about this last time. They're not fully putting you under, but afterwards they will give you something that erases those memories so you don't
Okay,
recall it.
this is the follow-up. I was wrong about how it works.
Okay.
They don't give you something that erases your memory afterwards.
I was a little skeptical of
What
that.
what they do is they give you something beforehand that keeps you from forming memories of the events that are happening,
Yeah.
which
It's
makes a lot
called
more
bourbon.
sense. Yeah. Um, so you killed my father, but you won't get me, Bourbon. Uh, do you remember that at all?
No, I don't.
Um, Toby Huss. You know who Toby Huss is,
Yeah.
right? He's an
I
actor.
remember the name.
He's
Could
great.
I can't picture him, but
And again, when I say he's great, I mean he's a great actor. I enjoy what he does as an actor. No idea what he's like as a person.
is he a bigger guy, or am I just generalizing the
No,
word Huss?
he's a thinner
Okay.
guy. Do you remember The Adventures of Pete and Pete? Did you ever watch that?
I never watched that.
Ah, I never watched it either. But
He was on that,
he did
apparently.
a whole bunch of bumpers for MTV. Uh, the sign said "Senator's Lounge," so we did. Go to hell, that kind of thing. It's a bunch of fun stuff. Did you ever see *Halt and Catch Fire*?
Oh no, I never watched it, but it comes highly recommended.
It's
Yeah,
really good. You should
I've
see
looked
it.
him up. I know who you're talking about.
Okay. So Toby Huss did. Oh yeah, that was one of the things. He had a lounge singer. Hey, there he is.
That looks like maybe one of the MTV things.
Maybe so. Yeah. I mean, because it's just weird non sequitur kind of
Yeah,
like very much. This is my sense of humor, says Paul, as I'm
yeah.
watching this
It's
stuff happen.
more
Yeah,
normal
that's
like
the
that.
guy.
Yeah.
Um.
Why are we talking
So
about
then,
it?
if you and I were still performing regularly, I would very much want to do a Commedia dell'arte something because I'm really enjoying it, reading
Yeah,
about it and stuff.
yeah. Although people go to school for years to really get Del Arte down. I don't know if we would could just like do a quick spin the bottle something or and do it justice.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, obviously, um, what would happen is we would just start doing that and nothing else every single month for 10 years.
This is our education.
And but you guys are only doing it for 5 minutes. Right, 5 minutes every month for 10 years. That's
That equals 1/4 of class.
exactly. Yeah. So there's no school for it here in Chicago. I've been looking. But I mean, here's the thing is um Punch from Punch and Judy,
Yeah.
the puppet thing,
Yeah.
started out as a Commedia dell'arte character.
Mm.
Have I told you about this already? I think we might have talked about it. The thing that I saw that was really fun. Yes, we did talk about this. The I'll teach you how to be a doctor. That that thing.
Ah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
it's really good. It's really just funny. And that's I feel like I feel like it's something that we could probably do. I think I talked about this in the last podcast. Um, I was like, if we're going to do that, we should wear a lot of padded clothing and actually like we've talked. We did this before, and we never did shovel fight, but I still think it would have been
We
the
almost did chair fight,
quintessential.
but then we switched them out for pillows.
Yeah, shovel fight would have been the quintessential GudeLaurance bit, I think. Do you remember shovel fight?
Remind me.
Hi, I'm Paul Goody. I'm Ben Lawrence, and for the first time in a long time, Ben and Lawrence are gainfully employed.
Ben and Lawrence.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, Ben. Ben and Paul are gainfully employed. And so now we have full health
Yes.
insurance.
Yes.
And so it's time for a shovel fight for real. Okay, Ben, just hit me. And I think our plan was that it would be just you and me sheepishly like chickening out,
Yeah.
like we don't have the gumption to do it.
Was
And
this
you're like, how are we going to act that way? I'm like, well, this is the thing, Ben. I don't think we'll be able to do it. We're actually going to try to hit each other with shovels, but I don't think we will be able to.
does anybody in the audience want to come up and hit one of us with a shovel? I mean, there was a period where it was either Brett or somebody else was like, "You guys are kind of slowly turning into jackass at this point."
It was Brett. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that a bad thing? He was like, yes.
Because there was lots of violence in our pieces for a moment there.
So, but anyway, Commedia dell'arte, there we go. Same sort of thing, Ben.
Yeah.
Hitting stuff and yeah, I like it a lot. So anyway, I got a book on how to perform Commedia dell'arte.
Oh, is this the next in the series of the course actor guide?
No, no, this is completely different. Although I'm reading these books out of order, I'm reading the sequel to the book first, which is a guide for forming your own Commedia dell'arte troupe.
Yeah.
And it's funny, in the book, they talk about these different Commedia dell'arte troops, and they talk about the modern day troops. And I'm reading about one of the troops, and I'm like, one of these guys was in this troop because it's in this one in particular. Like you're reading all of them, and they're all about this person performed this person performed this person did this, and in this one, it's like the group really should have done this, but what they decided to do instead was this. And a lot of people thought that it was, you know, incumbent on the new people to hold space for the older people, but the older people didn't understand that, and I'm like, okay, so you're one of the newer people of this group, that kind of
And
thing.
you're
It was
just
really
airing out
interesting.
your frustrations.
Yeah, it would be like if you, Ben Lawrence, I don't know, second time, if you, Ben, wrote a thing on Seattle Fringe Theater, and you say Open Circle Theater did a lot of plays such as this, and this. Annex Theater uh, was really uh, difficult to buy uh, snacks for and drinks for. Every time that you tried to do it, there'd be no one to help you carry things over. But sometimes they would, and those people were the best people in the world. And
Yeah.
it would be like that. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
much different tone, much more inside
More
information, all
insider
that stuff.
knowledge. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm reading it, but I can't wait to read the other one. Did I tell you that I got the Punch and Judy puppets?
No, you didn't.
Oh, Ben, did I tell you about Volo Museum?
Nope.
Next time you come visit in Chicago, Ben, we have to go to
Volo.
Volo Museum because I think you'd really like it. It's in Volo,
Okay.
Illinois, obviously.
How far
But
away is that from Chicago?
an hour and a half
By car?
by car. By car? Well, maybe you'll want to when you get there because Ben, it has a few warehouses full of classic cars
Mm.
for sale. that are real nice. And then also, oh, and I forgot about this. I'm gonna have to talk to Jennifer about this. We were in there, and there was a guy who was looking through them who just like slammed the door in one of them. You're not supposed to touch the cars.
Yeah.
But he was touching all the cars. It was very very interesting.
There are those people who just don't follow the rules.
But he was wearing a shirt of the place, so he might have worked there. But he was acting like a tourist. It was very strange. Anyway, but they also have been all of these cars from movies, because most movies have like 8 different versions of the car.
Right.
So it's not that big of a thing. But name a movie with a famous car in it. I will tell you if it's there. Movie or TV show.
The Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters.
They have an Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters.
The DeLorean from Back to the Future.
They have a DeLorean from Back to the Future.
The General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard.
They have the General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard.
How about Kit from Knight Rider?
They have Kit from Knight Rider.
The A-Team van?
They do not have the A-Team van.
Oh!
They should, and I wonder why they don't. Because maybe I just missed it. But the A-Team van bed is one of my favorite things. So it was too bad.
What about the Starsky and Hutch Ford? I can't remember what it's called. It's a red car with thick white stripe.
I don't think they have it, but I wasn't paying too much attention to that one. They might have it. Some other ones, they have the Masks car from The Mask. I don't know if you remember it.
The Mask TV show or the cartoon?
No, not the cartoon. No, the Jim Carrey film.
Oh, that Mask.
Yeah. You remember his car? You probably know it if you saw it. It's
if
crazy.
I saw it, maybe.
They have the Flintstones mobile.
Okay.
Which is weird because it's not even it's probably from the live action now that I think about it. Okay, that makes more sense.
Gran Torino. That's what it was. Ford Gran Torino.
They have 2 of the trains from the Wild Wild West movie with Will Smith.
Yep.
Those weren't open yet, but they have them.
I read that Will Smith turned down The Matrix to do those movies.
That is crazy. He was supposed to be Neo?
Yeah.
That would have been okay. That would have been kind of cool. But Keanu
I think
Reeves,
it would have been
obviously
a very different movie. From what I understand, Keanu Reeves had a lot of input. He like worked with the Wachowskis in terms of fleshing out the story.
Oh, nice.
While they were filming.
Very cool. And I like Keanu Reeves a lot.
Yeah.
So Keanu Reeves, if you're listening, obviously I'd want you to be in that one. So let's see. They also had Johnny Cash's guitar car, which is really interesting. They have one of the first monster trucks ever.
Bigfoot.
They have not even Bigfoot. Pretty crazy. They have a jet fuel powered tractor. A whole bunch of stuff.
What about what's the car from that Speed Racer? What's the Speed Racer car?
Oh yes, they have the Mach 5.
Mach 5.
They have the Mach 5. Yes.
Jetsons
they have the Teenage
car.
Mutant Ninja Turtles van. I don't think they have the Jetsons car. Yeah. But yeah, tons of stuff.
Cool. Volo Museum.
Yeah, Volo Museum. Oh, but also the Volo Museum has a lot of antique stores. And I got a set of Punch and Judy puppets.
Right.
And I also have an hourglass that I got that's really cool. So all in all, a pretty good haul.
All in all, a pretty good haul.
Yes. Bruce Hall, ladies and gentlemen.
All in all, Bruce Hall.
When was the last time you saw Bruce, Ben?
I run into Bruce every once in a while. I can't remember the last time I saw him, but he's still around.
Next time you see him, say hello from me
I will.
and say that he came up on the podcast.
He probably came to some show at
And he'll
Annex.
say, "What podcast?"
What podcast? And I'll say, "Why, my dear man, don't you know?" Oh, you
And
don't,
he'll
because
say,
we
"No,
don't tell people about it.
yeah,
So yeah,
we
that
don't
totally
tell people about it at
that
all."
makes sense.
Mm.
In fact,
And,
forget everything I just told you.
ha ha ha. Yes. Um, so yeah, I mean, really, honestly, Ben, I wonder about the internet still, if it's going to go away or not.
I mean,
It
dead
might.
internet theory is alive and well.
It, it's already gone away. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
have I told you my version of the dead internet theory?
What is your version of the dead internet
The
theory?
sequestered internet theory. So it's not that no one's on the internet. Everyone is still on the internet, but you guys aren't actually talking to each other. You're only talking to bots now.
Yep.
But, and this is the hard part, it's just like how you can have infinity inside infinity. Everyone is still on the internet. They're just not talking to people. So it's not that the internet is dead, it's that the internet is fake
Yeah. Yep.
because everyone's using it more than ever
And when the
for
internet
most
goes
people.
down, we'll have to go back outside.
Yeah. So
Try to
I am
hold our phones
still
above our heads to get a signal.
doing pretty well at not watching television or so I've folded YouTube into my oh, that's what I was going to say. I folded YouTube into my 1 hour of TV. Like I can watch an hour of YouTube if I want to. It doesn't have to be an hour of an actual show, but it's better if it's an hour of an actual show.
Right. So
Um,
that's how you that's why you turned on to YouTube to watch
Sex House.
Sex House
Did we talk about this time, or I guess that was the last
last time.
episode?
We talked about it last time.
Okay, so and I
Or
remember now
we'll
why I
talk about
mentioned.
it soon or
Yeah,
later depending on when these go live.
I remember now why I talked about Sex House in the first place. Because when I turned it on, do you remember Ben when I said the malpractice suit? Do you remember?
Yes.
And then you made a joke. What was your joke?
I'm practicing for Firefly, or I'm
Right.
rehearsing for Firefly.
So when I was watching Sex House, one of the other videos that came up for me was a Firefly reunion
Yeah,
TikToks.
they're doing
So
something, I think.
yeah, exactly. It was everybody except for um, my favorite guy um, from Resident Alien. What's his name?
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk. Alan
Well,
Tudyk wasn't in the.
I mean, there's a reason why he wouldn't be involved in any sort of like sequel, but also Ron Glass, who played what was his name,
Oh,
Preacher. Ron Glass passed away, so he's not coming
um,
back either.
allow me to uh, be sad and forget, or I've forgotten that he
He was in
wouldn't.
it.
Oh no, no, no! I knew Ron Glass was. Ron Glass, Ben, was one of my friends on the TV when I was a kid.
From the Barney Miller show.
Him and Jack Sue
Yeah,
and Dietrich. Who was the actor who played Dietrich? Abe Vigoda,
that was
Fish,
Fish.
Hal Linden.
Lyndon
Yeah, I used to watch Barney Miller
Shepherd. That's what his name was.
a bunch. Yeah, Shepherd Book.
So yeah, Barney Miller was one of those TV shows that when I was a kid, if I heard the opening theme, that meant I was up too late and I needed to go to bed.
Oh, from
Yeah.
your parents watching it?
Yeah, because it was like on at 11 o'clock, and I had like a 9 o'clock bedtime when I was a wee lad.
Can I remind you, Ben, of the fact that my parents only allowed me to watch an hour of TV a day, which is why I'm using an hour as my self-imposed TV time,
And
number one. And
that's
number
why I
two,
put myself to bed at 9 o'clock every night.
the story of the day John Lennon died. Do you remember this story?
I don't remember the story.
When John Lennon died, I was in my house with my dad, and there was a guy who was on the TV, and I said, "Who is this guy?" And my dad said, "I don't know, some
Some
musician."
musician. I remember this story, yeah.
And it took me 10 or 15 years before I realized, oh, wait, that was John Lennon. And I think I might have even asked him if it was Jesus, uh, which would have been a wonderful time for my dad to make a joke if he were not a Lutheran minister who
Right.
didn't care about the Beatles. And here's the other thing I realized: if Paul Simon had been shot, there's a good chance my dad would have felt more sad about it because he was a big Simon and Garfunkel fan.
Well, what Lutheran minister wasn't?
Yeah. Um, when I was a kid, also, people told me I had hair like Art Garfunkel.
Big and
Um,
curly.
yeah, exactly. And again, this is one of those things, Ben. I think it's time to set the record straight as far as um, yeah, people who listen to the podcast know that for a while I was like really into Judaism and telling you, no, this is it, Ben. This is the 100% thing, and
I'm
oh,
doing
this
this
is
from
what I'm
now
doing
on.
now.
Yeah.
And Ben said, yes, Paul, but I've known you for long enough. You won't be doing it for now on. Stop the clock if you didn't know already. I am not practicing Judaism at all, and all signs point to the percentage of Judaism that I have in my lineage is very small, and I was not raised Jewish. It's
And
all
also,
very,
if I remember correctly, there were some anecdotes where Jennifer and Betty were getting frustrated with you.
yes, yeah, especially when I was like, well, I can't. Can you open the car door for me, Jennifer? I can't do it because it'll make the light go off, and that counts as using electricity. And she was like, guess you're gonna have to stay in the car. And so
Yep.
I did, and she's like, okay, and then she let me out. I was very, I it was yeah, as being very frustrating for them. And in fact, I mean, here's the thing: the rabbi that I was talking to at the time was like, look, um, your family's more important. If this is actually causing problems, forget about it. It's not important enough
Because
to
you would
do it.
ask
And
the
I was
rabbi,
like,
like, how do I
and
deal with
and
like
I
being
was
in the
like,
car on certain days?
yeah, and I was like, what? But this is just a test, right? He's like, no, I'm being serious. And I was like, okay. And that kind of started me on the way to not be doing anything anymore.
Right.
Which is one of the things is that now I have a little bit of a I don't know what to call it. Like there's a there's a it did a really nice thing for me, which was it taught me more about Judaism than I knew before, which is good just when dealing with people in general, especially people who are Jewish, because I know a little bit more now
Yeah.
and I can kind of
You have more
understand things.
context and you
But
can like relate a little bit.
but also not doing it, not practicing it, also gives me a different sort of freedom, which is I can be wrong about stuff and no one expects me to be an authority on it,
If we were a
if that
proper
makes sense.
show, this is the part of the show where we would go back and put in a clip from from that previous show where you were like, "Yep, I'm doing this now. This is me."
And you were like, but it'll still, I'm like, no, Ben,
Like, how
no,
long do you
this
think
is
this will
really it.
last, Paul?
Yeah, it's really interesting. This is it, Ben. I'm a Scientologist now. Have I ever done that?
No, you fortunately I think went through all your Scientology phases before the show started. Before I even knew you, I
Yeah.
think.
It sounds like this Ben Lawrence is a suppressive person. You should probably not have any ties with him.
I'm very suppressive.
Ben and I, Ben and I share one tie, and we're not going to stop. That would be Ben. I hate it, but it's true. Anytime that I talk about this kind of stuff, I'm like, well, Ben, wait, this would be an idea for it's you and I, and we're on a date with two. We're each on a date with two different women, so four women in total. One of them thinks that we're a businessman, the other one doesn't. So we have to keep switching ties back and forth.
Oh,
We
like
only
Mrs.
have one
Doubtfire
tie.
style. So we're not sitting at the same table. We're just like,
We're sitting in four
yeah,
different tables, and I can only talk to person A if I'm wearing a tie,
right.
and you can only talk to person C if you're wearing a tie, and then B and D are no tie people.
Yep.
I just think that one little thing adds it makes it so much more crazy.
And there's only one tie between us.
Yes. Oh, and then also one of us has to be the waiter for the other person. And there's one of the restaurants has a one dress code and the other one is like a
Oh,
Friday
different
type thing.
restaurants, even
Different restaurants that are right across the
right
street
next,
from each
right
other.
across the street. So you got to cross traffic.
Across the street, you have to
The
cross traffic.
parade comes.
And for some reason, I have an accent in one of them. And you're like, why did you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. It just seemed like, right? It would be fun. It'd
We
be
have to
really fun.
switch. We
Just
have to switch. How's your Swedish accent? Is it not good?
hey, but how's your Swedish accent? Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It'd be fun, Ben.
All
Fun,
right,
Ben.
write up a spec script and let's shoot it.
Maybe something. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about that. It looks like I just got some things to sign the to hand over the rights to Love and a Time of Zombies so that they can shop it
Oh,
around,
yeah.
which is cool. I haven't signed it yet, but I'm going to.
You don't get
Just
any money until
finding
they
the
sell
time.
something?
I mean, I here's the thing. They're friends of mine, right? So
Oh, they get it for free.
I'm not asking for money before they sign something, but in the thing that they wrote, um, I'm they're giving me like $10, and then they're giving me $42. And then when it actually is happening, I get like 1.5% of the overall budget,
Mm.
and then I get 2.5% of the actual like proceeds from the film, which isn't anything to sneeze at, really. But the great thing is that they're talking to me about it, and it's really they may not take any of my suggestions, but I'm putting them
Have
in
you
there.
seen the script?
No, the script isn't done yet.
Oh.
They're still working on it. But like we've talked about a couple of things. I don't even know if I can talk about it. I mean, sure, why not? But like,
Well, we are at
it's
the
not going to
end.
be. It's
If you
not going to
want
be. Yeah, I'll talk to you about it afterwards. Hey Ben, thanks. Another fun time.
to. That's a tease for all the audience members who aren't going to be able to hear what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Always, if you want, we have our talk back on the Patreon, and if you can find a Patreon, it means something has gone horribly wrong. Because the Patreon does not exist. All right, Ben. Again, see you later. Keep it wrong.
Keep it wrong, Paul. How's it happening? Whatever that other thing is. Talk to you
Yep.
later. Bye.
And if you know what it is, let us